What's going on, everybody, and welcome to The Conversation. I am your host, J.R. Reynolds, the founder of Eagle Vision Productions and the host of The Conversation. Look, what we do here at The Conversation, if you don't know, we talk to singers, we talk to pastors, we talk to songwriters, authors. We've had a little bit of everybody on the show, and today is not going to be any different. Oh my gosh, we have a mogul, entrepreneur on the show today, and she doesn't know this, but she is the reason why the conversation even started. So I'm going to be sharing that with her. You never know who's watching, so keep doing what you're doing. Her name is TiffanyJ. She is an awesome young influencer. Oh my gosh, even when I didn't even think about that. She did. We're going to get into that. But this week we had some great guests. On Monday, we had Eric Maurice Clark, who is a historian. On Tuesday. No, let me back up. We had two people on Monday. Two people we had on Monday. So we had Annette Smith, and then also we had Eric Maurice Clark. And then on yesterday, we had Ejanae, who is an author and an activist, and she is running for school board. And today, we have an influencer. Her name is Tiff J. So look, if you would like to be a guest on The Conversation, I would love to have you on the show to talk to you and see everything you're doing. I've been telling everybody, if you're a business owner, the time is now to open your mouth. How can somebody support, or how can you want somebody to buy your product if you won't speak about it? So that's what The Conversation is about. It's a safe place for you to talk, for you to laugh, for you to cry, for you to let God use you, and let someone else see if God could do it for you, he can do it for them. So today, like I said, we have Tiff J. I see y'all are already in the comments. What's going on? Make sure you tune in, because she has a wonderful story. And if you don't leave motivated on today, you just don't want to be motivated. So I'm about to bring my girl Tiffany J. What's going on?
Hi, what's up?
Nothing much. Thank you so much for joining me.
No problem. Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
No problem. Look, because I know you done been all around the world, but we're going to talk about that, because God has truly been good to you.
Oh, definitely.
He really has. So look, before we get into this great interview, it's something I do here called the Eagle Vision Picture Game. And what that is, I simply go down each guest timeline and I pick a few pictures, and I just want you to tell me what these pictures mean to you. And then you'll become a part of the Eagle family. All right. Here's the first one.
Okay. So that was a recent picture. It was me showing that my entrepreneurship journey allows me to be myself. So I'm sitting in my own office space, painted in my favorite color, pink, with my, colorful sneakers on, with my God is dope shirt. It's just saying that God has allowed me to create this lane and allowed me to be just who I am without following society's rules.
Wow, come on. And you truly have been doing that. Hello, Elder Davis. Thank you so much for joining us on tonight. Tiffany, here is the next picture.
Okay, so this was actually a picture taken at a dress rehearsal for a live recording I have coming up this month. So it was the run through of a show that I did only original music. I've been doing solo music for a while now, and that particular show, I got to perform 15 of my own songs. It was a dress rehearsal for what's coming up. But I love the stance of that picture with I can tell I was saying nobody or nothing or something, but my mantra is nobody can do me better than me, and I'm gonna leave that at that.
You better say that. Come on. And I don't mean to keep on saying this, but like, you are really an inspiration, real talk, and I am truly proud of you. Real
Thank you so much.
I told you this on several occasions, even before all this. I've slid inbox, and because it's real.
Right.
It's real.
Okay, so I'm in my office once again. That backdrop is my record wall. I have a lot of old school records on the wall. If you can look directly behind me, it's Aretha Franklin, and next
Yes.
in the dead center of that wall is my mentor Angie Stone. And that's the only record that's actually autographed to me. But I'm holding a coffee mug with my latest current album's cover on it. And I think I posted that in honor of the 1 year anniversary of the album. What's funny is my lead single from the album release was called Morning Coffee. But I don't drink coffee in real life. But the mug, so I had an empty mug, but ain't nobody know.
Right. That is too funny.
Okay, so these are some great pictures. This was after I directed my very first music video. Normally when I do my music videos, I outsource the directing and everything, but I directed this video. It was for my song, My Sunshine, and we had just wrapped up the storyline of the video. So with me was my videographer, Shay Winston. Next to him, Veronzo Hurd played the leading male actor, and next to him is a gospel rapper by the name of Kyle Eden, and she played the leading actress in the music video. So it's for my song My Sunshine.
Wow. And if y'all are just joining us, y'all are going to want to stay tuned and stick into this whole interview because she is amazing. She has a lot of great things going on. You might want to share this. And if you want to get some inspiration and get up and get cracking with your business, you might want to stay tuned on this one, for real. So look, Tiffany, that's all the pictures I have. You're part of the Eagle family now, for real.
Thank you. I appreciate, gang.
Gang, exactly. Cool. So look, let's get into it. Before we go into everything you do, just tell us a little bit about who TiffanyJ is.
TiffanyJ is your favorite super dope chick. I'm an all-around artist, somebody that has gone through a journey of self-hate. I actually attempted to commit suicide at the age of 12. And from that, my desired ending, it actually became my true beginning. So I'm somebody that has overcome and gotten to a place of true self-love, self-identity, self-assurance, and I'm able to use my own story as inspiration. I call myself an inspirational personality. I don't particularly like to refer to myself as a motivational speaker or anything like that, only because I don't wish to motivate. I wish to inspire. Motivation, you can tell somebody how to live and tell them what to do, but that doesn't mean you're doing the same thing. So I wish to inspire by the things that I actually do, not just what I say. So I'm just somebody, I feel like I'm real down to earth. I'm a go-getter. I don't like starting anything that I don't see myself finishing. So just real determined, true self-lover. And I'm all about helping people to realize that, they're the best them that there will ever be. Because before me, there was never another me, and there will never be another me after me. So that in itself is my superpower, and I'm going to rock me the best way.
You better say that, and you truly have been doing it. So we're going to name off a lot of things that you do, but I want to say the first time that I remember you, and then I think that you told me you remember me before that. So do you remember how?
I do, and I remember us having this conversation in the inbox a while ago. Yeah. But tell me again where you remember me from, and I'll tell you.
Okay, so I remember you only on social media. Had to be about 10 years ago. Had to be like a long time ago, and you were doing graphic design.
Okay. So, did you used to sing with a group? Well, I know where I connected with you, but I can't remember the man's name that had like a gospel choir group. And we met at the Urban Inspiration Awards in Charlotte.
Okay, got it.
And I was there with I was in a group called Eternal Voices, and we actually won an award at the Urban Inspirational Music Award. So this is before I was TiffanyJ.
Oh my God.
So that's how I know I connected with you. I cannot remember the man's name for
Well,
nothing.
it was actually Pastor T, the Triune Singers, and then probably Wesley.
Wesley.
Yep.
That's exactly what it is, because I'm friends with both of them as well on Facebook.
Wow.
So I think I connected with you all at the same time from going to because Corey McClure was actually head of the Urban Inspiration Award. So that's where I connected with you at.
That is so crazy.
And that was a long time ago.
That's why I knew how to
I've been TiffanyJ since 2012. That's 8 years. So it was before that.
It definitely was. It definitely was. That is crazy. And you know, Pastor T, she owns. Have you heard of the Praise Fest? And
the awards.
That's her. That's her.
Yeah.
Yep. So she is doing some great things here in Atlanta, like all over, really. So that is dope. I never knew when you told me that. I'm like, what? No, we didn't. But you know, it's different because when we go places, we meet a lot of people. You know,
right.
And time goes on. That's crazy. That is awesome. That's awesome. But yeah, so I remember you first doing graphics. So tell us a little bit about do you still do graphics?
Yeah, graphics is my full-time business. So my business is called TJ's Elements, and we do graphic design, logo development, so flyers, banners like the one in the back, backdrops, tablecloths, websites. And that business is actually 11 years old. So I have been doing graphics for 11 years.
Wow. And like, was you always creative, or you just, I mean, because that is one of my weaknesses, really, for real.
Well, my Bachelor of Science degree is in computer science. And when I was getting my degree, we were learning how to code websites, but I was more so interested in learning how to visually make the websites appealing without code. So I started kind of Googling graphic design and self-taught myself. So I started my business my senior year in college in 2009. And I think I've always been creative, but not necessarily. I've never been able to draw. I'm not like a drawer or anything like that. I've always been expressively creative. But graphic design is something I taught myself. And it has been my full-time business. I left my corporate job to do this full-time. So I left my corporate job in 2011, and I've been a full-time entrepreneur. Next July 2021, I'll be a full-time entrepreneur for 10 years.
That is crazy. So let me tell you what else I remember. And Lord, I'm pretty sure I'm right. I remember you getting the keys to the first building.
Okay, you probably did. So that was in 2011. I actually got my keys before I left my corporate job. Only 2 months before that. The thing is, when I had my first grand opening, I didn't plan to leave my corporate job. That wasn't my plan. I was going to stay there and kind of fund my business and pay the business rent with the job I had because I was a computer programmer. And I actually got sick the month after I opened my office. It was April 2011. I got sick in June, and I went on short-term disability. I had some issues with my diabetes, and I went on short-term disability from my job, but I felt like it was God sitting me down to talk to me and let me know that if that was not where I was supposed to be, because I hated my job, literally hated it. And I felt like he said, if this is not where you want to be, go ahead and jump. So I talked to my mom. My mom allowed me to move back home and said, whatever you want to do, I support you. So I never went back to work. I went to work for one day, but that was just for formalities because I had to go and turn in my badge and stuff. But I emailed my boss and was like, after I come out, I'm not coming off of term disability. This is it for me. So my last day there was June 30th, 2011, and I became a full-time entrepreneur July 1st.
Oh my gosh. Yes, and she's still kicking it. She's still kicking it. So the next thing I remember, let's see here, your first single, you first coming out, your first song, like it was pretty big. You know what I'm saying? You was like, I'm doing my own music. So can you tell us the name of that and take us back to that moment?
So 2012 was when I became TiffanyJ and released my first single, Flying Solo. And I came from a group and the name just kind of worked marketing wise. But I never left the group per se. But Flying Solo came about in a time where the group was going through. My sister's out here commenting said she flew solo. She was in the group too. But the group was going through changes. Life was happening, and everybody's goals for music wasn't the same. And I really had a strong passion for songwriting, so I thought, why not? Because we were like strictly urban inspirational gospel group. I wanted to do something a little more life music, but I was still struggling on the fence of whether I'm going to be at church or whether I'm not. So I just kind of jumped and did the solo song called Flying Solo. And that's how TiffanyJ started.
And you've been going. So look, how important is it? Because I know you were saying you struggle with like self-esteem and all those things. How important at that moment had you been like, okay, I guess I wouldn't say delivered, but delivered from all that, the things you were going through. And what was that point that you was like, okay, I'm going to be confident. I'm going to fly solo. I'm going to sing what I want to sing. I ain't worried about the church. I'm going to do what I want to do,
That moment truly didn't happen until probably a couple years after that. Not too long ago, I watched my very first solo interview, and it was outside. It was right before my Flying Solo single release event. And when I watched that video a couple months ago, I know we was on quarantine. I was like, who is this girl? Like, I went hollering, opening my mouth. I was like, I'm TiffanyJ, you can get my music. Like, I was like, who is this? So I think around the same time, I wrote a song called Beauty You Are, which I've later, like the summer after that, named a camp after, because I have a girls' camp called.
I remember that too.
And I wanted to inspire girls and help them build their self-esteem. So I had kind of started embracing who I was probably after I left my job at Scanner, but I didn't really come into me for real, like, and understanding my super dopeness until I was probably 25, 26. So it took a minute. I don't remember that aha moment like, Tiff, you dope. But if I had to guess, I'd say it was probably around 2014.
Tiffany.
2 years after Flying Solo.
That's so good, because I've been saying this and you're going to be like, what, really? It doesn't matter if I say, Tiffany, you the bomb. Tiffany, you got this going on. Tiffany, until you believe it, it doesn't matter. And my aha was actually just this year. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. I've sang everywhere. I built people confidence, all that, but I would be scared to get on, live with my hair not done, or, my speaking voice, or just scared of what people would say. My aha moment was this year. You like it or you don't. You're going to receive or you're not. Because I've been called to do, and I'm going to do. I know I'm dope. I'm dope. So that's real.
Then I'm saying 2014, that's probably when it started, but every day there's like a new inch. Like, your aha doesn't just stop there. Like, every day you have to reassure yourself that you're dope. And we're going to backtrack a little bit sometimes because we're human.
Come on.
But like, who I am today is definitely not who I was in 2014. Life still had to happen. But I just want people to always understand that, they have to embrace who they are truly, flaws and all.
Ooh.
Like, flaws and all. We ain't perfect and we'll never be perfect. But yeah, definitely that I didn't know who I was, or I didn't fully embrace myself, even though I was telling other people to.
Thank you. Be the main one. Like you can, you can, you can. But that's real talk. That's who we are. So look, how important is it like for you to have a good family circle or people that's encouraging you like when you want to give up? I'm not sure if you ever wanted to give up or throw in the towel on this journey, but I know I have. So how important is it for you to be able to have people to talk to?
You know, believe it or not, and it's hard to say this now because I grew up real quiet. The people that have known me since a child and see me now are just always so proud and so shocked that I'm so vocal and, you know, I'm just so out there because I've always been like kept to myself and quiet. And I tend to stay quiet about a lot, but my family support is like A1. My mom and my sister are like my biggest supporters. And I'll throw ideas about stuff that I'm about to do to my sister all the time and say, you know, before I was planning this live recording, I was like, I think I want to do a live recording. Even if she say, no, you don't need to do that right now, I'll still throw it off to her. And then she, like, for real, she'll say if she agrees, that if she doesn't, but she support me wholeheartedly. Like, I don't think I know anybody that supports me more than my sister. So it's very important to have a strong backbone and strong support system. And people to be able to call on because you can't do it all by yourself all the time.
So true. So true. That's real talk. Because I have those people like, look, I want to do this. They're like, oh, yeah. It is sometimes like, nah, that's whack. And then to make you reevaluate, you know what I'm saying? Or
oh, yeah.
Those people like, look, you need to chill out, JR. You know, humble yourself, chill. You know, not always people in your corner. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You need people. And my sister Sierra, she'll say she the real one. So she'll say, you know, like if anybody ever does me wrong, believe me, they gonna hear from my sister.
Come on.
So she'll say if she feels like it ain't the right time for something, or if I throw something, I was like, which one should I wait, or which song should I do? So it's good to have, you know, people like that to, you know, throw stuff off of and just kind of keep you grounded.
That is so true, so true. So look, I had forgot about one of the things because you got so much going on, but let's talk about the summer camp. Are you still doing the summer camp?
I am. So this year was different. Beauty Art Boot Camp started in 2013. And it's a camp for girls ages 6 through 17 to basically just boost their self-esteem and confidence. So it has always been like a 3-day boot camp style camp. We've had like a retreat before. We've had slumber parties. But this year with COVID, of course, we couldn't physically get together because we always have it in the summertime. But we had a virtual kickback. So we did like I had somebody come on and do facials, teach us how to do facials. We made Rice Krispie treats together. We had Netflix and chill. So it was really just a celebration and a kickback type thing since we were all home and on quarantine. And at the time, the kids had been like overwhelmed with this virtual school. So I didn't want to give so much speaking and workshops on the virtual platform because that was just a lot. So I wanted to give them a fun experience. But yeah, we're definitely still doing that. So this past year was not past year, but this past camp, this year was year 7. So next year will be year 8.
Oh my goodness. And what has been most rewarding for with the camp?
Oh man.
Man.
Just seeing girls that have come through it from the beginning and actually graduate high school and they still consider me as one of their mentors or somebody that helped guide them in the right way. I've had a young lady that actually attempted to commit suicide. And I was able to help her mom with some solutions to kind of to reel her back in. But I think just having the girls look at me as motivation and inspiration as somebody they can model their lives after is just enough reward to me. But at the same time, the girls that come through my camp know I don't tolerate any kind of foolishness. So I'm down to earth and I, like to have a good time. They'll come to me about stuff before they go to their parents, but at the same time, they know they can't come to me with, I'm gonna tell them when they wrong, when something ain't gonna fly.
Facts.
So it's more like a I ain't gonna say a big sister relationship. It's more like an auntie relationship that I have with most of the girls. But I really do enjoy doing the camp every year, and I really will sacrifice my time and my money to make sure it happens.
Man, that is so good, so good. So look, your sister said your nephew is a big fan too.
Man, my nephew is 2, and when I tell you he knows all of my songs,
I already know.
Like, that boy knows all the lyrics, even though he can't even fully talk. He knows all the lyrics. He makes the sounds of the music in the back, the drum, like the sound effects that we ain't even thinking about reciting. He'll, bust that out. But yeah, my nephew, I get sick of hearing my music sometimes because he always playing it on his tablet.
And my nephew is 9, and that's why I brung it up. And since he's been a baby, my nephew has been the same way.
Wow.
I mean, 9 years old, and I mean, like, I'm his inspiration. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, that's amazing.
Shout out to our nephews. We love y'all.
Right.
So look, where my girl at, Tiffany? Where my girl at? You gotta bring her out. Where's she at?
Super Beauty. I got the little Super Beauty next to me.
Yes, everybody, welcome Super Beauty to the stage. What's up, Super Beauty? You gotta tell us about Super Beauty, y'all. Hold on, before you do that, Tiffany.
Okay.
Has been all around the world. I think she's been to New York talking about Super Beauty. So if you want to talk about that, and she won T.I.'s thing on BET for Super Beauty. So let's get into it.
So Super Beauty, and this kind of goes along with the camp. So when I wrote my first book in 2017, it was a novel. And the book is called It All Starts With Me, an interactive guide to discovering self and loving it. So it's like a self-help guide to self-love. And when I wrote the book, it was surpassed the reading level of my mentees at my camp. And I was like, I want to do something to go to that audience. So long story short, I was like, I'm gonna do a children's book series. And I came up with the character Super Beauty. Coming up with these ideas. She was gonna be a superhero with these powers that fight off bullies and boost self-esteem and confidence. And while I was trying to get the illustration process done, something told me to look on my hard drive for a file. And I was like, huh? So when I first started my camp, a young lady in my camp did a school project on me. Okay. She did a school project on me, and she had sent me the project when she did it back in 2013. The project, she called me Super Beauty. And she said that I had the power to make people feel good about themselves. So when I had this like revelation or whatever to go look on my hard drive, I was like, I have unconsciously named my character Super Beauty, not remembering her project. And I was like, this is a divine moment because it was a seed planted in me years ago that's now, coming to fruition. So when I was getting the character illustrated, I was like, I'm going to do this children's book. And if I do a children's book series, I got to have a traveling mascot. So when I was shopping for my mascot, because I wanted to go to book signings with the, big character, a company emailed me and said, turn your character into a plush doll. And I was like, okay. So I was shocked that a lot of authors actually had plush dolls for their book characters. I didn't know that it was really a thing. So I was like, well, if I do a plush doll, mine has to do something different. Like there has to be a purpose because everything I does have a message or has a purpose. So I can't just have a doll. She got to do something different. I was like, okay, she's going to talk. So I called this the Super Beauty Pep Talker. The Super Beauty Pep Talker actually says over 20 motivational phrases that boost self-esteem. So she talks. She has a few songs on her as well. But the purpose of her is to be motivation just to squeeze away the doll. So we have the mascot. We currently have 3 books in our children's book series, starting with Super Beauty Saves the Day. The second book is called Super Beauty's ABCs for the Culture, which is a Black history book. It goes from A to Z, teaching the kids something for every letter in the alphabet about Black history. And our third book just came out in September, and it is called Sunny Tells Super Beauty a Secret. Sunny is a character that was in the first book, and in the third book, we find out that she has autism. So now we are addressing the topic of autism and how autistic kids need to be comfortable in who they are and find confidence. Because this summer, I found out that my niece, she was just diagnosed with autism. So it's something my family is learning, something I wanted to be able to show her that she's still, super dope. So I am now tackling the subjects of self-love, self-confidence, anti-bullying, leadership, autism. So we're just really trying to build up kids, letting them know that nobody can do them better than them. So alongside Super Beauty,
yes, where my brother at? Exactly.
I tried to find him before I got on, but yes, him. So alongside Super Beauty is her twin brother. His name is Handsome Hero. And this doll actually talks as well. So they both, my pep talker dolls, both talk and say over 20 phrases that boost self-esteem. And they can be found on my website, iamsuperbeauty.com. So
wow, that's so cool. And I mean, she has like a mascot. She be out there dancing,
dancing and
yeah. Does he have a mascot as well, or just Super Beauty?
Not yet. I was actually planning to have his mascot this year, but of course, COVID just slowed things down. But it's already been sketched, and the same company is gonna make them. So
yeah, and I remember her sketched out and everything because you was showing us the process.
Oh yeah, I was showing the process.
See, and that's why I tell you, such an inspiration, real talk. And let me tell you earlier, and I was telling you, you don't know you're the reason why I started the show.
Yeah.
Your birthday on this platform. I say, what platform is she using?
Yeah.
Come on now. Right. So I was you don't want to go in people's inbox and ask. So I did my research and I found out. So this is the conversation.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
Because my birthday was one of the first COVID shutdown birthdays. My birthday was March 25th. And we had literally just shut down. I couldn't go anywhere. No restaurants were open. And I was like, what am I going to do for my birthday? And I was like, I'm going to have a virtual birthday party. And I did a roast and toast. I brought people in, they could say whatever. We had online karaoke. So, yeah.
Yep. So thank you for that. Thank you.
Oh, no problem.
We've been going strong ever since. So appreciate that. So look, before we let you go, 2 more things I want to talk about. It's referring to Super Beauty. How was it, I guess, when you went to New York? Tell us about that experience and then this experience with BET and T.I.
Okay, so New York, I've actually been to New York twice for Super Beauty. So the first time we did interviews with Get Up Mornings with Erica Campbell. We did an interview with them for their online platform. So we did like an in-studio video interview with them. We did an interview with Hype Hair magazine. That was the very first printed magazine I was in. I think that issue came out May 2019. So we did an interview with Hype Hair magazine. Something else, because I was up there for a week the first time. The second time, though, I went and I was actually able to take the mascot with me because Good Morning America called and wanted to film us and interview us. So the second time I went was, matter of fact, this time last year, November, sometime last year, and we actually was able to do a pep talk. What I do at schools, I call them pep talks. At this school in the South Bronx, we took our mascot and I was able to do like a full presentation at the school, and Good Morning America came, interviewed me before the talk, and then they filmed the whole presentation, and then they publicized that. I think it was like the week before Christmas last year. So the second time, that was just super huge because not only was it publicized on Good Morning America, it was also publicized on ABC News, on all of their platforms. So whether they were on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, their websites, like Instagram, it was like literally everywhere. So Good Morning America had always been a huge dream. So the second time in New York it was a quick trip. I didn't even spend the night.
What?
Let's spend the night. We flew from Charlotte to New York like 6 o'clock in the morning. We had the very first flight, got to New York, went to the school, did the interview. I had to ship the mascot back because that's one thing about having a mascot. When I travel far, I have to ship her because she's too big, to take on a plane. Yeah. So I have to ship her where I'm going and then ship her back home. So those costs are like just real crazy. But so I shipped her back and then we went to eat. We had to get back on the plane like by 10, I think, that night. So it was a quick trip. Didn't even spend the night. So that was New York. New York was cold though the first time. The very first time I went to Times Square. Because my publicist stays in New York. She's actually from South Carolina, but she stays in New York. And when I tell y'all, I thought I was about to vomit because it was so cold. I did not know. I think I went to New York like either the last week in January leading to the first week in February that year. It was freezing. I ain't used to that. But anyway, that was New York. So New York has really that was some good experiences. Then the BET thing, I always like to tell people that I wasn't even seeking the opportunity. They came to me. So they had a competition online called the Pitch Your Hustle contest that ran alongside T.I. show. Grand Hustle.
Oh, Grand Hustle.
Grand Hustle. Yep. So the TV show, there were contestants actually competing for a spot to work on his team. The Pitch Your Hustle contest that was online was for somebody building their own business like Hustle. So I can't remember her role, but there was a young lady that worked at BET who wrote on the Super Beauty Facebook page wall. She put a post on the wall and was like, hey, I think you should apply for our Pitch Your Hustle contest. I don't know to this day how this lady found me or how she found Super Beauty, but she wrote on the wall and said, I think you should apply. So I was like, shoot, what I got to lose? It ain't like I found it. She coming to me, so why not? So I had to record like a 60-second pitch video, uploaded. I did it like 3 times because it was like the deadline was the very next day. So I didn't have time to write a script or anything. I took my 3rd record and I submitted it. And I knew that the first step would be trying to become a finalist. So they were going to have 3 finalists. And then I'll tell you what the finalists got in a minute. But so I submitted it. And then a week after submissions, I found out that I was one of the top 3 finalists. I was like, what? So the thing about being just a finalist, not the winner, but just a finalist, was that BET was actually going to come to your hometown and film a sizzle reel for you. So just me being the top 3, I knew BET was coming to do a video on me. So they flew this team out from LA to come spend 2 days with me. It was actually Suicide Prevention Day the first day, and I actually had a school gig, a pep talk. So they did. We actually went back to the site where I attempted to commit suicide because what happened, I laid myself down in the middle of the road on my old street, Morning Glow Lane in Columbia, South Carolina. So we went back to that actual spot for the video. So they filmed me walking past the spot where I wanted to be dead. You know, so they filmed me there. They filmed me at the school I went to, and it just all worked because it was Suicide Prevention Day. Then the next day, they filmed me like a sit down interview type thing, asking me a whole bunch of questions. We went to the park, filming me with the doll and that kind of thing. So maybe about a month later, I got this like random tag from BET on Instagram. You know how you get your notifications?
Yes.
BET tag you in a video. I was like, what? Because I hadn't seen the video yet now. Hadn't seen the video yet. So I just got, I'm just at the office working, and it was like BET tag you in the video. So I look at it, it's the sizzle reel. So they posted all 3 of the finalist sizzle reels, including me. What's funny is one of the other finalists, her name was Tiffany too. So they posted all 3 of our videos. It wasn't like a voting thing or anything. They was just like, these are our finalists. So the next night, I think it was the season finale of Grand Hustle on BET. And as soon as the finale went off, I got another tag on social media from BET that said, "Congratulations, TiffanyJ. T.I. has chosen you to be the winner of the Picture Hustle contest." I was like, man. So from there, I was supposed to get insight from T.I. as a part of the prize. So we had a phone call conversation, and we kind of pushed our buttons as much as we could, which led us to actually meeting T.I. in person and having a sit-down conversation with him in Atlanta with his daughter, Deja, because they were actually interested in collaborating with me and the brand. Unfortunately, things didn't really work out how they could have with that, because I think maybe 2 weeks after I left from down there, his sister passed. And it was a lot going on to where timing just wasn't working out. And then his daughter graduated from high school, and they just didn't want to pursue the project anymore. But I had his interest in actually, literally when I left the Atlanta meeting, he took us out to eat. Like, we were sitting at the table eat pizza at this pizza buffet spot with T.I. So he took us to the spot, and when I left, he was like, my people contact y'all with, some numbers and stuff. So we was legit about to do business, but it just didn't work out that way. But no love lost, no animosity there, because God set me up for something that I don't even know what I'm getting yet. So just to have somebody like that see the little that I've done and say, oh, this is worth building on to, was enough. But I am the winner of that contest, the 2018 Picture Hustle contest with BET in partnership with T.I.
Wow, that's so awesome. And it's so crazy, because we'll say the little that we done, but when other people look at us, we're like, that ain't no little. What you mean little? You know what
I think that just keeps us humble.
So true.
I think it keeps us humble, but at the same time, I like to tell people, don't be afraid to applaud yourself. A lot of times we get too caught up, and especially Christians, we get caught up in the phrase, I don't deserve this. If you worked hard, yes, you do deserve some stuff. We say too much that I don't deserve this. Yeah, God has been really good to us, and he gives us plenty that we don't deserve. But don't say you don't deserve nothing. Like, if you put your work in, you've done right by people, you have had a good heart, you have been gracious, you've been kind, you do deserve the best God has for you. Yeah. So don't be afraid to applaud yourself. Make sure you pat yourself on the back, because if you can't root for yourself, you can't expect other people to.
Say that. That's real talk. So I want to say congratulations.
Thanks, man.
So proud of you. Before we wrap it up, I want to ask this, and then I'm going to ask you to close us out. But how does it feel for God, for you? Because only person can do what he does for us, and the favor and the way things are just flown. And we see our peers and see other people that we may have been in groups with, and they're not even, you know what I'm saying? Not to throw any shade, but how does it feel to know that God has truly smiled on you and is well pleased?
I I guess I don't take it lightly. I just feel that to whom much is given, much is required. So this year I felt like I took a mini break. I really didn't break, but I feel like I'm chilling this year. And I think it's because I deserve time off. I deserve rest. I deserve, or I need to rejuvenate. But I feel that if God blesses me in an overwhelmingly overflowing way, that I can't stop giving my all. So it's always going to be up to me to push out something fresh, something new, and to push people in a direction that they need to go in. But I know that, what's for me ain't for somebody else, and what's for somebody else ain't for me. And a lot of times people will look at me and say, man, you got it made, but you don't know everything I got to deal with. So be grateful for the life that you have. Learn how to work your life the best you can and build on that, because you don't know what people have to deal with behind closed doors. You don't know how they suffer. You don't know what they go through. You don't know what trials and tribulations they have that are not public. And I tell people all the time, because I'm on social media all the time, don't think you get the whole picture. You get a full picture, but you don't get the whole picture. You get something that's full, but you do not get the whole picture. So understand that just because I'm on here, I ain't giving y'all know me, like y'all know everything. Y'all know enough to understand that I have good character, I have great work ethic, I'm a go-getter, I'm a Christian, I love God, I love people, I love myself. But you don't know everything that's going on in my life. Mm-hmm. So be confident in the life God has given you, because you are the one that has been purposed to live it. Like that, my purpose ain't to do what you're doing. A lot of us have the same gift. A lot of us have the same audience, but the way that we package and deliver our gifts aren't the same.
Ooh, come on.
So it's always going to be unique and flavorful. So, that's just kind of what I ride on. I know if God going to keep giving me and blessing me, I got to keep giving back to his people.
Say that. Before we wrap up, can you tell us, you said you have a new project coming out?
I have a live recording coming up. Do I have a new? I just released a song in the summer called I Love You, Black Man. So go check that out. Go check out my website, IamTiffanyJ.com. Everything that I do is on there. Sometimes I can't remember what I'm doing because it'd be a lot. But what I am starting, I'm starting my vlog. The welcome video is out, but it's gonna be on YouTube. It's called Super Dopeness, being a super dope chick. So it's just kind of like behind the scenes of what I do on an everyday basis, because none of my days are the same.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Gosh, that's dope. Tiffany, I want to sing with you. I want to do something with you. Look, we family.
Yeah, we gotta make that happen. I hadn't been in Atlanta at all. I don't think I've been in Atlanta at all this year. I honestly ain't been nowhere since the pandemic. Right. But yeah, I'm gonna have, next time I'm in Atlanta, I'm gonna definitely have to hit you up. Because you, like, seriously, it ain't a front when you tell people that you've been like inboxing me throughout the years. I see you, I love what you're doing. So that ain't no phony stuff at all.
Right. Cool. Well, any last words that you want to say, whatever God is saying to you right now to tell the people, let them know.
Just be confident in who you are. Again, I believe that nobody can do me better than me, because there will never be another me. There has never been another me. And that in itself is my superpower. So I live every day knowing that I'm the only one purposed with the life that he's given me. And if you believe that about yourself, I guarantee you'll have something to smile about. You'll have something to be proud of. And if you only can make it through the day, like, be proud of that. Be proud of that. Don't be afraid to applaud yourself. Don't be afraid to pat yourself on the back. Celebrate your small wins. You don't have to win a BET contest to be proud. Celebrate making up your bed on Thursday if you normally just get out and just walk away. So celebrate your small wins as well as your big wins. And just be proud of who you are, because we're all fearfully and wonderfully made.
Ooh, you are preaching. I have truly enjoyed this. We got Elder Davis up here saying, God bless you and your ministry. Antoinette,
Thank y'all so much.
such an inspiration. Tiffany, I thank you so.
No, thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate what you're doing. Congratulations on the show. The format looks wonderful. I just appreciate the opportunity to be blessed and be an inspiration on your platform.
No problem. Have a good evening. Let's stay connected.
All right. Yes, sir.
Peace. Everybody, that was inspirational artist, author, everything, TiffanyJ. Make sure you all follow her on all things TiffanyJ. Make sure the holidays are coming up, so you have nieces and nephews and kids. Make sure you get the Super Beauty and get Super Beauty's brother. I forgot his name, but make sure you get both of them. Okay, it will bless you. It will truly bless you. All right, I am J.R. Reynolds. This is it for the week. We had a great show all week, 3 great shows, 4 great guests, Monday, Tuesday, and we ended it on tonight. So I will see y'all next Monday, next Tuesday, and next Wednesday, same place, same time. If I love y'all, there's nothing you can do about it. And also, yes, she said Handsome Hero. Thank you. Yes, Handsome Hero. Make sure you go get Handsome Hero. Make sure you also get my new single called God's Plan on all digital outlets. And also my stage play is out. So make sure you get that as well. Continue to stay connected to everything we're doing here at Eagle Vision Productions. But most of all, make sure you go follow TiffanyJ. Make sure you go and follow who else was up here this week? Eric Maurice Clark, Antoinette Smith, and Miss Ejanae Harris. Make sure you go follow these great people and support. Again, I am J.R. Reynolds. I love y'all, and until next week, love y'all. I'm out.